What do you say?
Isn't that right?
No. Do you see anyone wearing togas or tunics or something?
I don't think so, but well, okay. Let me try again. Dearly beloved, we're all gathered here tonight.
Whoa, hold on. This is not a wedding.
Okay. Oh yes, of course, right. Pardon me again. Good evening. Good evening, everyone. Good evening, runners, friends, and the ever so supportive family of the runners. A very warm welcome to all of you. What a turnout it's been. Just look at the numbers here today, even though there's no run planned tonight.
Yeah. Girish, you realize if it wasn't for all of them here today, we'd be alone up here.
Yes, you're right actually. We're indeed one big happy family. Besides running, there's this unique bond amongst all of us. We're always there for each other, in one way or the other.
Well, it's a nice change to see everyone looking so smashing.
Unlike smashed usually.
No, I mean, for once, we aren't in our running gear, panting for breath, drenched in perspiration, and ladies, just look at the lot of you.
The ladies are looking really ravishing tonight. We promise all of you a memorable evening tonight. After all, this is all about celebrating who we are, and we have some very distinguished guests with us here tonight.
And also there is always this chance that somebody might fall into the swimming pool later. Just to brighten things up. What's wrong with you? Why do you keep looking at your watch?
Well, frankly, Sagarika, looking at the turnout here today and looking at the distinguished, it's really making me nervous. And I just put on my heart rate monitor and I'm just keeping a tab on my heart rate.
Oh, make sure that you don't, give it away your heart, I mean. With whatever you're saying about the ladies looking so ravishing and all that.
Yes. I'll take care of it. I'm sure each one of us takes our running pretty seriously, and each one of us has our own accomplishments to be proud of. There's some folks amongst us who raise the bar, and who raise the bar so high that, leave alone scale it, we could just probably hope to be in the company of such people. We are talking about our guest of honor for today, a soldier who has redefined phrase beating all odds. Ladies and gentlemen, Hyderabad runners is proud and privileged to have Major Devendra Pal Singh with us here.
Kargil war veteran who suffered grievous injury during the course of duty, Major Devendra Pal Singh rose like a phoenix from the ashes to emerge as India's only amputee marathon runner. As India's Blade Runner, he has successfully completed 8 half marathons to date. Major Singh now aspires to not only win laurels for India in sport, but is an avid speaker on motivation. I'm sure we'll have a chance to hear it.
India's Blade Runner. He lost his leg to an injury during the Kargil War, but that has inspired one bit.
Yes, Major DP Singh has been a marathon runner despite that amputated leg. Just this weekend, he took part in the half marathon and bettered his previous record. Shubhajit Sen Gupta met him for this very inspiring story.
Every marathon that Major DP Singh has run has helped him improve his timing. Since his debut at the Delhi Half Marathon, where he took 3 hours and 40 minutes, to Sunday's Half Marathon, which he clocked 2 hours 40 minutes. This Kargil veteran has come a long way from being declared dead at the Akhnur hospital in the line of control to forming a support group for trauma victims. This man has been an example of courage under fire.
But when the amputation happened, that was the turning moment. I was fortunate that the momentary thought itself at that moment was, now I see how physically challenged people live. This is a new challenge for me. And I will try to become a motivational factor for them.
15 July is etched in Major Singh's memory. The day his front post was attacked by the Pakistan army and he was declared dead by the hospital. Thankfully, the doctors were able to revive month before, they amputated his leg. But the fighter in Major Singh has kept him afloat, and he now wants to better his own record as he aims for the full marathon and the Paralympics.
I'm sure next time I should improve it by another half an hour or more, and then the next step is of course Paralympics.
A regular day in Major's life begins early. He hits the street by 6 a.m., practicing his daily fitness and running regimen. 3 hours of practice and he's on his way to a private bank where he works as an administrative manager. As Major DP Singh crossed that crossing line today, it was not just a personal milestone for him. It is with achievements like this, he tries to instill that element of confidence in the differently able and victims of trauma. In New Delhi, this is Shubhajit Sengupta.
Ladies and gentlemen,
President of Hyderabad, to come up on stage, please. There are other distinguished guests who have graced this occasion. Amongst them is Mr. K. Vinod, who is the Deputy Manager of Branding for Airtel. He's been gracious enough to come and join us in our celebrations. Airtel has been part of, obviously, the Airtel Hyderabad Marathon and have supported us, without whose support it would not have been the scale of event that we've brought it up to. Thank you, Airtel. Rajesh Vecha, I request you to hand over the bouquets to the guest of honor. Thank you. Major, if you could remain on the stage, Sunika, if you could escort Mr. Vinod back to his seat. Thank you. Major, little small thing, कविता कहीं मैंने पढ़ा था, सोचा मौका लेके आपके लिए डेडिकेट करें। लक्ष्य कोई बड़ा नहीं, हारा वही जो लड़ा नहीं, लक्ष्य कोई बड़ा नहीं। और इस खूबसूरत सी कविता में एक छोटी सी पंक्ति मेरी तरफ से सब लोगों के लिए जो यहाँ पे मौजूद हैं, मेरे रनर दोस्तों के लिए। लक्ष्य कोई बड़ा नहीं, हारा वही जो लड़ा नहीं। लक्ष्य कोई बड़ा नहीं, हारा वही जो लड़ा नहीं, जीता वही जो थका नहीं, लक्ष्य कोई बड़ा नहीं।
may I now request Major Devendra Pal Singh to say a few inspiring words to all of us?
Sir, if you could just, yeah.
I hope you can hear me without the mic also.
Yes.
Thank you. You want me to use mic?
Yeah.
At the back. Okay, I'm going to talk about something like death. That's from where I began my life again. I'm not talking about any reincarnation or something. It is in the same life where I was declared dead. It all started with the Kargil war, as you just saw in the clip also. 99, when I was deployed on line of control, across the LC operations were a normal affair. Beheading, like you just heard a few days back, sweeping away all the posts, burning the post, going across that side, they coming to our side and fighting out, bombardment, killing, bullets firing, and everything was normal affair. It was like, everyday affair for people like us. Till one day, when there was a total silence. And that silence was actually killing me, because for 2 days continuously, there was not even a single bullet fired. I was actually thinking, is there any storm going to come after this lull? On 15th of July 1999, lo and behold, the storm actually happened. For me personally, firing started across the LC and the second shell of a mortar bomb, which is about a feet long bomb, landed next to me. Before I could, do something. You want me to use mine?
Yeah.
Yes. I thought I am
For the
only.
benefit for people.
Okay. How to use both the hands? So the second shell which was there landed next to me, and before I could wink my eye, it took away all my blood, and I was profusely lying there, in pool of blood. Within fraction of a second I was unconscious. That's the time when my men picked me up and took me away to the hospital. It took me 2.5 hours to reach hospital. There I was declared dead. Doctor said, thank you, take him to the mortuary. But I was fortunate enough, perhaps I was supposed to be standing here talking to you all. There was another senior doctor, anesthetic, who was on the visit to that small hospital. He said, let me have a look. And they were specialized in reviving anesthetics. So he somehow found something in me and he revived me. After that, how many of Indians gave that blood to me, I don't remember. Till third day of the hospitalization, when doctor came up to me and he said, son, there is a gangrene on your toe, right foot, and we need to ampute your leg. I said, sir, please go ahead. I don't know how I got that energy and from where these ideas was coming back to me. But I said, I myself could see when he opened my bandage, there is nothing left in the leg. I said, sir, please go ahead, do it. That's the time when a person like me who had all the plans for next 10 years to do something or other in army was lying in hospital, unconscious. Now I feel destiny takes you away, tricks you a lot, but the right and the last control of your life is actually in your hand. Destiny plays a very big part in your life, but the control was in my hand. Whether I was supposed to keep lying there as a 100% disabled war casualty or rise back on my feet and do something more. And I chose the second part. So I started off initially with playing some games. I picked up golf, which was a very actually boring game. It teaches you a lot of patience, but I wanted adrenaline, that pumping Josh, sweat out something. So I graduated to squash and all, but it was also a very maneuverable thing, and you need to always go and find out some squash court somewhere. So I got a chance to do my passionate thing again. That was again a rally sports. I'm very much interested. I was and I'm still. So in army, I went back. I can proudly say I was one of the soldiers who went back in 2005 to the Kargil again and did a rally from Kargil to Kanyakumari, continuous 15 days for about 6,500 kilometers, and became the only person who got injured and went back to Kargil to commemorate the martyrdom of soldiers. So I was very happy, I was happy I have taken over the control of my life again. And injuries, physical injuries, is something which do not perturb me much. Perhaps that was not this time, God wanted me to learn something more. And mind you guys, this time the injuries were emotional. I underwent a divorce. And it was a painful affair. But then I again say, if fighters discover their potential, it is only losers who seek support in others. I said, to hell come whatever, I'm going to fight it out. and be on my feet again alone. That's a different thing. I'm again with somebody now. So now I wanted to again, restart from wherever I left, the rally sports. By this time I was out of army and I went out to hunt for the sponsors for Raid Himalayan Rally. That was something, a craze still I have, I could not complete. But wherever I used to go, people always do not look at me, they have to look at this. And this is thrown, will I be able to actually do something? But then okay, I said you reject me and thank you so much for rejecting me, because that's the catalyst for me. That will show me what am I at a different path. So that's when I saw an ad, Airtel Delhi Half Marathon 2009, and I realized out here I don't need anybody's sponsorship. This is the war, this is the fight between me, against my physical and emotional injuries, and I only have to fight against me. Let me take this challenge. And if I do it, I perhaps will shut quite a number of mouths. And am I capable of doing something? So that's when in 2009, I ran my first half marathon. It was a challenging thing, because after 10 years, in these 10 years I was like totally redundant. I forgot what is stamina, what is endurance. It was totally gone. From 28 kgs of weight, which was actually 1.5 month hospitalization. After 1.5 months of hospitalization, when they measured my weight, it was 28 kgs. You can very well imagine what could happen when I actually got into it. So from there, to reach up to this level was a task. And when I saw this ad, the time was only around 40 days or so. So I was supposed to actually not only build up my stamina, my endurance, my fitness, but the biggest challenge was how to run. I didn't know how to run. With this walking leg, I was able to walk, but there is no way, even the catalogue of this knee and this leg says that how can you run? It's not meant for that. But the aim was to complete and cross over that finish line, 21 kilometers. Whether I do it walking, crawling, rolling, or any other way. Nobody's going to check for that, right? So I diagnosed via media. I said, let's do a hop run. So I ran like this. So it took me 3 hours, 40 minutes to complete that first half marathon. And I still remember the taste of that apple. The refreshment which you get? Oh my God. Wow. After 10 years, I was actually feeling hungry. I could not leave the core inside that apple. The seeds also I ate. Fantabulous experience. Wow. That's a different thing. After cooling down, when I walked up to my car, I can't show you how I was walking actually. Perhaps if you have seen Ek Duje Ke Liye, you can recollect something. That's when, after doing 3 half marathons on a limb like this, and every time covering 15 minutes of my time, when Army saw me, and they helped me with something which is now, you guys call blade. Oscar Pistorius is as famous as that. So they gave me a blade. Now, it was another challenge for me, because running in a hop run way and running with the normal running style, there's a lot of difference. So in 2011, when I started practicing on blade, I realized that actually, the stamina and endurance was again zero. I could muster the courage to complete 2 kilometers or 3 kilometers of distance, this much of stamina I build up, that one day I realized that there is a pain, some sort of a pain in my ribs out here, chest. Initially, I thought maybe perhaps some sort of a cough, cold, because November, the change of season in Delhi takes place. I went to the doctor. He also said, that this is take some medicine and don't worry about that. But over a period of few days, I realized that pain has increased so much as if somebody has stabbed in my chest. And it was even difficult for me to lie down on bed and to tell you all amount of whiskey and all scotch was not working. Was not working. I tried everything, but it was not working. So then I recollected that it must be one of the splinters which is stuck inside. There are around 40 odd which is still inside my body. I took out my old X-ray and I went to the doctor and I said, let's take out another X-ray. When I compared, so it was something, this is the blade which they gave me. It was something out here, in these ribs, out here. There was a ½ inch big splinter stuck. So when I started running, the whole body was shaking. When you run, I can't now show how, all of you are runners. So this splinter, this bhai sahab actually woken up after 10 years from somewhere and started shifting its place. So now when I went to the doctor and he said, only way out is to operate it out. I said, sir, mind you, this is not the possibility with me because there are around 10-12 more people this time who are looking up to me and they are charged up to go for a 6 km run in the Airtel Delhi and all of them are challengers. Challenge is a word which I use for amputees. They are not physically challenged, they are challengers. So I said, what to do now? So I realized that if this is the thing which actually made that splinter to, woke up, now you perforce have to listen to me without mind. So why don't I do it little more? I started jumping more, I started running more. I said, somewhere it will go and settle down. And actually the day came, when I woke up in the morning, I realized the pain is not there. It got stuck somewhere down, I don't know where. Sometime again, whenever it will wake up, I will see the X-ray and compare. Not now. Barely I could manage, muster stamina of completing 6-7 kilometers. That actually now I got cold and I was down with fever and cough. But I was still continuing with my practice. After 1 week of, what do you call that, weekly fever? Viral. After 1 week of viral, when I woke up, one day and I realized that I am not able to actually get up out of the bed because the whole room was revolving. I said, maybe perhaps it is a weakness. So I went out to sleep. I said, let's relax this today. Next day again the same thing happened. So this was a little alarming. I went to the doctor. I said, what is this happening? So he said, he checked me and he said, you're down with vertigo. I said, what is this? Vertigo? Where I go? So he said, for next 20 days, no running, no exercise, no looking down. This is the medicine. Thank you so much. I said, again the same thing. It's not possible for me. I said, I went to another doctor. Now this doctor was a Fauji. So Faujis are okay, okay. So he checked me and he gave me the same medicine which the other doctor gave. He said, I said, what about running? He said, there is some perhaps disbalancing of fluid in between your ears. So it may not be a fully vertigo, don't worry. I said, what about running? So I put it on Facebook. I said, this is what is happening. So one of my coursemates said, hey, don't worry about that, yaar. Keep looking up and keep running. I said, that's the answer. So I carried on with my practice and then one day I realized that where is that vertigo and which vertigo, I don't know. उन दिनों में मैंने वो एक वो ग्रुप के ऊपर साइन कर दिया था, तो I keep getting still that letters on vertigo on my mail. And that's how in 2011 I became the first person to run on Blade in India. And they started calling me. But mind you, it was a big fight which I was just discussing with my driver. You know, that I was actually fighting against nature. It was as if nature was conspiring against me, stopping me to do something like this and lead, you know, the men who were waiting for me. But I had closed all the options. Options of getting operated, options of not doing anything for 20 days, options of taking rest. So there was no confusion in my mind. But to lead those men from front and do my first Blade run. It took me 2 hours 40 minutes to complete that run. You see this guy, third, he is one of the guy now on the Challenging One group who has also completed this year his first half marathon in January. So 16 years. So actually to get some extraordinary result, I had to come out of my comfort zone. Mike! Again Mike! Mr. Mike? Even if I keep it here, na, psychologically you will feel that I am These are the injuries which I got as a result of fighting against the nature. And for next 2 runs, I was actually getting such injuries. This is the blood-stained socks which I wear on my stump for wearing artificial leg. But then carrying the flag in your hand, you forget all type of pain. This is the group now which I run. There are around 300, approximately 300, I think 10 short of 300 amputees, better known as challengers now, who are on this group. This is a closed group on Facebook. The idea of this group is to have a platform where we can discuss among each other our challenges and to have a peer support group. Perhaps there are 2-3 fresh cases here because of this Hyderabad blast, and very soon my group members are going to meet those patients to give a different motivation what others can give to them by standing only in front of them that this is possible, this is not the end of the life. And the third most important thing is to push them towards sports and adventure activities so that they can do something in Paralympics. So I am proudly sharing that one boy which I had shown, there's another Captain Avnish Bajpayee. He completed his first maiden half marathon in 2 hours 40 minutes in this Standard Chartered Mumbai Marathon. Not only this, after completing the marathons, he underwent his 17th operation for that stump. And he is still in Command Hospital, Pune. This is that guy. This is Manshu. And this is my first off-roading which I did.
Out of the road.
The whole track was actually like this. Rahul, You guys must be knowing him. He said, no, some amount of patches are, which is, thoda sa kharab hai. Some amount of patches you will find there. So when I started running, I realized that initial road patch, tarmac road, is a very bad road. Right? I thought perhaps this is the only patch. When I realized that after that, this terror is about to come. And over that, it was a 10-kilometer ka chakkar, back and forth. So you knew that this is about to happen. But perhaps I feel mind is a very beautiful, thing which need only deviation. The mind should get deviated from pains and all. So I could not get time only to think, but I was all through to the route, I was thinking that where should I keep my feet? So, no pain, no botheration. Route only took away everything. So I said, harder you hit me. One should be like this ping pong ball. Harder you hit me, higher I will fly back. And that is how perhaps Thank you so much.
Thank you, Major, for those. Wow, I have absolutely no words. I'm sure everyone in this room shares the same feelings.
Nobody should come to hit me now, huh?
I wouldn't. Sir, I would request you to remain on the stage, because also can we have the lights back on, please? We are going to have our annual awards function, and I request Major Devendra Pal Singh to hand over. Okay, let's just pause for a minute. Let's take a look back in the past 1 year. Look good, didn't it? Doesn't it make you proud of what you have achieved and what you're part of?
This is your finest hour, ladies and gentlemen. Live the moment, carpe diem as they say. Seize the day.
Right. So we could go on patting each other's back and telling each other how great we were. We are good, there are no two ways about that.
Hyderabad Runners has gone from strength to strength. Our flagship event, the Airtel Hyderabad Marathon 2002, was a stupendous success. Runners and running groups across the country have endorsed that. The feedback has been just overwhelming. Hyderabad Runners has also ventured into new territories, such as the Mighty Miners, which is the school running program for school kids.
And this is happening for the first time outside of the US.
We've tied up with the New York Road Runners for this, as you're all aware of, and which Rajesh will speak about in depth later.
Also, I would like to take the opportunity to thank all the sponsors and groups that have supported us. We have Vinod from Airtel here, and I don't think the representatives from Care Hospital are here, but also their work is truly phenomenal, the way that they have helped us. And of course, all the whole team of organizing, including each and every volunteer. Right. Apart from that, several members of us have had a truly magnificent year and achievements to their credit. Hyderabad Runners, as is the tradition, would like to acknowledge some of them. These people have, in some way or other, have contributed a lot to Hyderabad Runners and also make the group tick.
The first set of awards are for special recognition, acknowledging time and effort contributed by these individuals towards various activities that Hyderabad Runners has undertaken. and in the special recognition category for the Running Ambassador Initiative during the Hyderabad Marathon 2012, and also for posting all those Runner of the Week updates week on week.
This person is known for setting extremely high hard targets and leading the Crazy Brigade in the Hyderabad Runner.
Ladies and gentlemen, none other than Anirudh Basu. He's not here tonight, yes. You all know that. Oh, that's a picture from when we were traveling on the train for the Chennai Marathon.
Before the police busted him?
I mean, he was praying very hard, as you can see, but it didn't work, obviously. Okay, since Anirudh is not...
But how come he is missing? Otherwise he is visible all around.
आजकल कुछ गड़बड़ चल रहा है.
Major, I understand he went for the Kumbh Mela and hasn't been heard of ever since. And he knows.
We don't know.
Hasn't been heard of ever since. We don't know. Alright. For the second award in the same category, special recognition, this is being given for posting the quote of the day that you see in your mailboxes every single day without fail.
This person is a very multi-talented person. He is also a speed demon when given a cycle. He's also been shortlisted to represent India in the World Sudoku Championships in Austria.
Multifaceted indeed. The next award, Special Recognition Award for our very vibrant website maintenance and also maintenance of the Google groups. It's shared by two people, and the first of whom is
I suggest you lack on to things and read us. Ajay ready, everyone. The next person to share this award is a very quiet, kind and charming person. Let his work do more talking.
Ladies and gentlemen, can we have Ajit Mishra here, please?
Not many will probably know my name, but I'm sure you'll see him around. Thank you, Ajit, for all the efforts that you've put in. It's people like these who volunteered and who taken the time out to do most of the activities that Hyderabad runners do.
Okay. Next to this category are a group of individuals who contributed to the Mighty Milers program, and they are indeed the might behind the Mighty Milers. We have 7 people sharing this award. They are indeed the Magnificent 7, the first of whom...
So the first person to receive this award, to describe him, he is a 24/7 workout machine. He is known not to use even a drop of fossil fuel. Could you please welcome?
Amit Samar.
By the way, everywhere he goes, he's just on his cycle, which is great.
Or he's using his own two legs. And ladies and gentlemen, I can endorse the fact that siesta.
What were you doing?
I was watching birds.
Okay, so the next person, well, I personally call him the Zen Master, the guru for running fun days. He took up the Prakasha Vidya Niketan School Mighty Mileage program as his own company's corporate social responsibility.
Let's hear it for Anup Pandya.
The third person to receive this special recognition is a calming influence on most of us. When chaos sets in, normally we give her a call and her number is normally stored as 101 in our mobiles. Please welcome.
The lady is the bridge over troubled water, Srilata Chebro.
The next person to receive this award, well, to tell, some could call him the lone runner or maybe the lone swimmer.
Manoj Patineni.
So for those who don't know, Manoj, sir, could you please run up the stage and show him how you swim?
Yes, Manoj. We are all told that you have a most unusual running style. Could we maybe see that? Yeah, give me don't.
The bird.
The next person to receive this award, finally, this person seems to be heading the auto tag, trying to, and in the process of gaining the cup tag. Could you please?
Ladies and gentlemen, I give you Ravi Setlam.
I don't think it's leaving you so soon, right?
Auto union is
The last two people who received and who are receiving this award, only they can have the patience to raise 100 cups. Can I please call on stage?
Bhavin and Shailja Shah.
Wonderful couple will always be there at the backdrop, doing most of the work.
The next special recognition award is for those individuals who contributed to making the Airtel Hyderabad Marathon 2012 what it was. The marathon organizing team, and this award is shared between 6 people. They are indeed the Super 6. The first of whom is
He's also Captain Cool, never having ruffled any of his feathers. We strongly recommend everyone take his conflict resolution courses.
Prasad Garu. Can we have you up here, please?
Unfortunately, I think the brother is also not with us.
All right.
The next person to receive this award, for this person is very special. You could not miss it. Hyderabad runners without him is like watching TV in mute. Can we please welcome?
No prizes for guessing. Murli Nanapaneni. reach of the mic. Sorry about
We
that.
don't need a mic. Being the Airtel thing, I make a resolution from now on, Devendra will be part of our Airtel brand.
The next person to receive this award, he has conclusively proven to medics that each lung can be used for variously different purposes, totally different purposes. He's an art connoisseur, lover of all finer things in life.
And also an eligible bachelor. None other than Kali Konduri.
So the next person to receive this award, he's also among our running circles. He's known as the Chief Recruiting Officer of Hyderabad runners.
Ladies and gentlemen, Ram Katikineni.
Ram is not with us.
I saw him.
He's not taking that.
He's not here. Perhaps recruiting away like nobody's business elsewhere, so we'll leave him to it.
The Ram is sick today.
Okay.
The last person to receive this award, again, among the running circles, he's also known the Trade Commissioner for Canada. And anyone who's wanting to set up shop in Canada, he's the man. Can we have
Vikram Jain. He's not here too.
a lot of absentees today?
Is he in Canada?
Yeah.
He is? Okay. Alright, I believe there is one more award in this category. Did you get the wrong script, Rishi? And this person actually, all of us know him and he's never had a bad hair day in his life. Guess what? It's you. That's a picture of his when he was in, I think, 10th standard. That won't work. That won't work.
I saw that in the marriage bureau.
They're like, sue you for underage.
Which one did you register?
The runner marriage bureau.
Right, there are quite a few. Anyway,
Let's carry on.
Special recognition for corporate presentations during the Airtel Hyderabad Marathon 2012, and I'm told that he did a splendid job.
Yes. Another person who cannot be missed. He's one person who can say, people can see and say size does matter. People ask size does matter, but he has proved that size doesn't matter.
Niranjan Gopinathan, is he here? We have Gopinathan Jr.
We have Rahul here.
Size doesn't matter.
Yes.
He has big shoes to fill, his dad's. Okay, next one in this category is for all those postings about the Sunday runs, never ever missed posting them.
So there are two people who will be receiving the award from under this category. The first person to talk about him is effortless in two ways. One, in his running. Two, he pulls a fast one without even knowing you that the joke was on you. Can you please welcome?
No prizes for guessing. Satish Mandalika. Next person to receive this award.
He's known for figuring out routes with the most hills, the most toughest of hills, also known as Gyani in our group. Can we please welcome?
Rishi Chandra.
Thank you for giving this, Rishi. We'll never forget that.
Come on, Gianni! Come on, get it.
The next one is handling all the registrations for the Airtel Hyderabad Marathon 2012 for the backbone support that they've lent. And we have two people sharing this award. The first of whom is
Another of the cool heads in the group. I personally believe that he has taken the most eligible bachelor mantle after Sid got married. Sid is here. Can we please welcome?
Gupta Gandula. A fine balancing act indeed, whatever it is that he was trying to do.
I must tell you that Gupta was there with me when I ran my first Mumbai.
Yeah.
Whenever I used to be in lockdown, he used to pull me. Thank you so much.
Or rather, was it Major you pulling me?
The other person sharing this award,
This person is known to have a very large heart, quick at his fingers as well. Can we please welcome?
generosity personified. Thy name is Vinay Akula.
Also, while he's on stage, I would like to give the credits to him for putting this presentation, this amazing presentation together, combined with the background scores.
He chose it for himself.
I know.
And the next special recognition award, moments are supposed to be captured for posterity. You have all these really nice memories thanks to the photographers in the group. And this award is shared by two ladies. The first of whom
The
is
first one, she has the distinction of attending almost every after party without having run a kilometer.
Amit Arya.
My pleasure, Naveen. The other person receiving the same award is when she's around, you know that the photos, the uploads would be instant. They would be there on Facebook the very next second she clicks them. Can we please welcome?
Sudha Keshavraju, please.
Thank you, Sudha, for those wonderfully captured moments.
The next award, we all know this individual and he is, I really don't have words to describe him. At this point we're recognizing him because he got the first prize in the 75-kilometer Bangalore Ultra and also for his contribution to cycling, promoting cycling within this group. And we're talking about
Sunil and everyone.
Yes. Sunil, just for the record, who is that? You don't remember?
Yeah.
Okay, we believe you. Next award for carrying out an important activity like our internal audit and bookkeeping for the Hyderabad runners.
An Epicurean and a master of his craft. Can we please welcome
Lakshminarayan Magar on stage, please.
Since Mangal is not here, I request Rajesh Pan to come up on the stage and receive the award on his behalf. A round of applause for Lakshminarayan. We'll do the photo editing later.
Thank you, Major Devendra Pal Singh. Thank you for your time.
Thank you.
We now have Mr. Vinod of Airtel up here to distribute the rest of the awards. Now we have awards for individuals for their personal achievements, and the first one in this category is for the best runner male. There was a committee formed that decided the names of these awarded, and I can tell you they had a really tough time. So without further ado, for best runner male,
The first person to receive this award is, ladies and gentlemen, take a bow again, Master.
Sandesh Mandanika again.
Good job, see?
Sharing this award is another
also
individual
known
who
as another intriguing personality, also known as the Flying Scotsman. He has a thing for sleek Chinese ladies. Unfortunately, he's not here to appreciate it.
Yeah.
This award goes to
Richard McDowell. Anybody receiving it on his behalf? Okay, Sunil.
Thank you, Sunil, for coming and accepting on Richard's behalf. He's been Richard's training partner all through. The training for their maiden Ironman in July, or is it June?
July.
Okay. The next one in the same category is to recognize the best runner female, and the lady is.
This did take some time, according to the judges, to decide. And this person is a scientist, a queen of negative plays. She makes younger women look much older. Can we please welcome?
Nana